A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. Looking for running room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll send the back in motion. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
Down, ready. Black 14. Black 14. Flip, flip, flip. Go, go.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Jacobs. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keep it on the ground. That ought to be enough for a Utah State 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
This Utah State offense has it going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Hillstead. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. 3rd and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing Joseph. Still looking. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And there he goes. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go, go.
Joseph. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Jacobs. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The handoff. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the back. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Running the red zone, it's Jacobs. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Hillstead. Got his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Throwing Joseph. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on. Pat got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. There's a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Joseph. Right side, it's Rigby. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Joseph on the play action. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it! Finds a seam! Touchdown, Wisconsin! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines. To the air, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires left. That's caught. It's Garcia. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Keeps it on the ground. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
This Utah State offense has it going. Motion from the wideout. Going with the ground game left. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Drops back, it's Hillstead. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Powers inside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the play. Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Working the ground game. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Joseph. Finds us back in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Pushes ahead. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I know it hasn't been the type of game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Joseph. Right side, it's Harris. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go, ready. 285. Ready, go.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Hillstead. Rushes on, gets open down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, I go back to him again too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Plows his way ahead. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Sets his feet. It's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to test the right side with this one. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run at the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Working the middle, it's complete. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
2nd and long here. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. There he goes. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long.